football season in America again, and boy is it game on. Right now we've got two media narratives about how violent the sport is. One about how many players are getting charged with violent crimes, and one about how the sport's violence poses a strong threat to the players' brains. The response to all these violent stories has been outrage, but we shouldn't be shocked at all, because you know who's behind the sport's popularity? The most violent bunch of them all, the military. In a paper entitled How the U.S. Armed Forces Shaped College Football, social scientist Paul Vasquez outlines very clearly how the military played a vital role in making football as popular as it is today. The relationship started in the late 1800s when the Naval Academy and West Point used football as a training exercise to keep cadets fit and to prepare them for strategizing during war. That's partly why football still uses so many military terms like trench warfare, sacking, or blitzing. Early on, these groups of soldiers in training would play against college teams and seriously hurt the civilian players. So a group of college presidents got together to address the concerns, and that group became the Big Ten. The NCAA was also partly formed from concerns that the game was too violent. During World War I, America's football culture was really born at games that were played at military bases where civilians would go watch the soldiers play. That really created a huge national interest in a sport that had before just been for college or military training. Then, in World War II, the military started using football games as major recruitment tools, putting on games when other sporting events were canceled due to wartime travel restrictions. Today, the military continues to use football games as opportunities to recruit. They don't do that with baseball or basketball or other sports. The NFL even has a whole website dedicated to just saluting the troops. Now, football is far more watched than other sports in the U.S. The Harris poll indicated that it's the most popular sport for at least the 30th straight year. The U.S. Open, America's premier tennis event, just witnessed its lowest ratings ever for the men's final. Baseball ratings are also in the toilet these days. No other sport has had the support of the U.S. military. So it should come as no surprise that football is America's most popular and most violent game. Because of that, I'm throwing a flag on the play of our over the game's level of violence. Tonight, let's talk about that by following me on Twitter @TheResident.